How much stock should you actually buy on Questrade? Ever scroll through social media and see someone bragging about their massive return on a random stock? We've all been there. It's tempting to throw your hard-earned cash at the next hot tip, but hold on a second. Before you jump into the stock market like a bull in a china shop, there's one crucial question: how much should you actually buy? This might seem simple on the surface, but trust me, it's more than just picking a number and hoping for the best. Especially if you're using a platform like Questrade, known for its low commissions. Here's the thing, using Questrade efficiently is all about understanding their fee structure, which can significantly impact how much stock you buy. So, let's ditch the get-rich-quick schemes and dive into the smart way to approach buying stocks on Questrade. Understanding Questrade's fee structure, why it matters. Alright, imagine you're at a fancy restaurant. You wouldn't just order the most expensive dish without checking the price, right? The same goes for Questrade. They don't charge a flat fee per trade. Instead, it's a per share commission. That means the more shares you buy, the higher the fee. Here's the kicker: there's a minimum commission you have to pay, regardless of how many shares you buy. It can range from $4.95 to $9.95 depending on your trading activity. Let's break this down with an example. Say you set your sights on a stock trading at $5 a share. If you buy just one share, you'll pay the minimum commission, which could be almost $5. That eats up a huge chunk of your potential profit. On the other hand, if you buy 100 shares, the per share commission becomes negligible compared to the total value of your purchase. Finding the balance, your budget and risk tolerance. So, how much should you actually buy? Here's where it gets interesting. It depends on two main factors: your budget and your risk tolerance. Budget: this is all about how much money you can comfortably afford to invest. Remember, the stock market has ups and downs. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, especially if you're starting out. Risk tolerance: are you a thrill seeker who gets a kick out of volatility, or do you prefer a calmer investing experience? High-risk stocks might have the potential for higher rewards, but they also come with the potential for significant losses. Here's a general rule of thumb: the higher your risk tolerance, the larger the position size, number of shares, you might consider. But even risk seekers shouldn't go all in on a single stock. Strategies for efficient buying on Questrade. Now that you understand the fee structure and how your budget and risk tolerance play in, let's explore some strategies for efficient buying on Questrade. Dollar cost averaging, DCA. This involves investing a fixed amount of money at regular intervals, regardless of the stock price. It helps average out the cost per share over time, reducing the impact of market fluctuations. Percentage allocation: instead of a fixed amount, allocate a specific percentage of your portfolio to each stock. This ensures diversification and helps manage risk. Remember, these are just guidelines. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. Bonus tip: leverage Questrade's research tools. Questrade offers a wealth of research tools to help you make informed decisions. Use them to analyze stocks, understand their risk profiles, and set realistic investment goals. The bottom line: don't let fees steer you wrong. Questrade's low commissions are a great advantage, but remember, they can add up if you're not careful. By understanding the fee structure, considering your budget and risk tolerance, and employing smart buying strategies, you can make Questrade work for you. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.